Whether you're grabbing your morning coffee or catching up on the drive to work, you're about to dive into something that's reshaping how billions of people live, work, and create every single day. I'm Steve, and today we're exploring the 10 most popular AI applications that are dominating 2025 and the fascinating stories behind their explosive growth.
I'm Claire, and Steve, when I first saw this research on the top 10 global AI apps, what struck me wasn't just the technical capabilities, but how these platforms went from startup ideas to essential infrastructure that billions depend on daily. Auto Intelligence drops every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and we're produced by Auto Agentic AI. Thanks for joining our growing community of listeners who are passionate about artificial intelligence and innovation.
You know, Claire, before we dive into these incredible success stories, I want to share something about our own mission at Auto Agentic. We're building AI-driven solutions specifically for automotive retail, helping dealerships streamline operations, optimize sales performance, and elevate customer experiences. Now, we may not crack the top 10 global AI applications anytime soon, but we absolutely intend to be among the top 5 AI platforms serving the automotive industry.
And there's a good reason for that confidence, Steve. What we're seeing from these global AI leaders is that success comes from understanding specific industry needs, delivering human-centered solutions, and maintaining that consultative approach that builds real trust. At Auto Agentic, we're LLM agnostic, deeply trained on automotive nuances, and we partner closely with OEMs and dealer groups to ensure AI implementation is practical and effective.
Exactly. We're not trying to be everything to everyone. We're focused on being the most trusted AI partner for automotive retail. Because as we'll see today, the most successful AI applications aren't necessarily the ones with the biggest models, but the ones that solve real problems for specific communities. So let's dive into these 10 global phenomena and understand what made them so incredibly successful.
Let's start with the absolute king of AI applications, ChatGPT from OpenAI. Steve, the numbers are just staggering, from 0 to over 1 million users in 5 days back in late 2022.
1 million users in 5 days. To put that in perspective, it took Netflix 3.5 years to reach 1 million subscribers and Facebook 10 months to hit 1 million users. But ChatGPT, 5 days. And the productivity gains are remarkable. Users are seeing up to 40% time reduction in writing tasks and 18% improvement in writing quality.
What's fascinating about ChatGPT's origin story is that OpenAI built it on years of research into transformer model architectures, starting with GPT-2 and GPT-3. But the decision to launch it as a free public tool, that was revolutionary. Most AI research was locked away in labs, but OpenAI said, let's give this to everyone and see what happens.
And what happened was a cultural phenomenon. ChatGPT didn't just become a tool, it became a meme, a verb, a social media trend. People were sharing their ChatGPT conversations on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Asking ChatGPT became a cultural catchphrase. That organic viral adoption is something most companies spend millions trying to create.
The technical evolution has been incredible too. The current GPT-4o has massive context windows, multimodal input and output. You can feed it text, images, PDFs, tables, even audio, and it can examine, summarize, and extract information from any of these formats. Plus, there's the whole ecosystem of custom GPTs and plugins.
Companies like Morgan Stanley, Bain & Company, and Shopify are using ChatGPT to power their internal knowledge bases and workflows. But what's really striking is how OpenAI has maintained continuous upgrades, keeping the platform fresh and expanding capabilities. That's a lesson for any AI company. Innovation can't stop after launch.
Now, Google's response with Gemini is fascinating because they took a completely different approach. Instead of building a standalone chatbot, they made AI ambient, built into Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Android, Chrome. Gemini is just there, ready to help wherever you're working.
The integration strategy is brilliant. Google had billions of users already using their products daily. By embedding AI directly into those workflows, they instantly had a massive user base without requiring behavior change. The multimodal capabilities are incredible too, handling text, images, spreadsheets, video clips, YouTube links, all in a single conversation thread.
And that context window of over 1 million tokens is game-changing. Most people don't realize how significant that is. It means Gemini can hold the equivalent of about 2,000 pages of text in active memory during a conversation. You could feed it multiple research papers, financial reports, and project documents, and it maintains context across all of them.
The enterprise adoption has been massive. Companies like Best Buy and Bell Canada have saved millions through AI automation. And features like audio summaries, converting long documents into digestible podcasts, that's hitting a real productivity need for busy professionals.
What's particularly interesting is how different regions develop their own AI champions rather than just adopting Western platforms. China especially has created some truly innovative solutions. Take Quark from Alibaba.
Quark started as a web browser but evolved into what they call an AI super app. It's specifically designed for China's mobile-first professional class and students. The AI reading mode provides distraction-free summaries, instant English-Chinese translation, and knowledge graphs that visualize topics with auto-generated maps and context.
The localization aspect is crucial. Quark has deep understanding of Chinese web content, search patterns, and educational requirements. It's lightweight, fast, and privacy-focused, addressing concerns about data handling that are particularly important in the Chinese market. This shows how successful AI platforms need to be culturally adapted, not just technically advanced.
And then there's Doubao from ByteDance, the company behind TikTok. This is where things get really technically impressive. Doubao has become renowned for its accuracy in math, coding, and complex scientific reasoning.
The mixture of experts architecture that Doubao uses is fascinating. Instead of using all model parameters for every request, it dynamically selects the experts best suited for each specific query. This enables incredible efficiency at scale while maintaining high performance for demanding technical tasks.
The extended context windows are industry-leading, and the API pricing is incredibly competitive. But what's really driving adoption is the technical performance. Doubao routinely tops math competitions, code generation benchmarks, and complex reasoning tasks. It's being used in top Chinese universities, tech companies, and government agencies.
The government support angle is important too. Doubao aligns with China's push for AI self-sufficiency, which provides both funding and institutional adoption that accelerates growth. It's a perfect example of how policy environment can amplify technical innovation.
Now DeepSeek might be the most disruptive platform on this entire list. It's the first truly open-source, enterprise-focused general assistant, and the cost efficiency is absolutely shocking.
The numbers are hard to believe. 90 to 95% cheaper than Western APIs for large-scale workloads. And it's not just cheap, it's actually technically superior in many benchmarks. DeepSeek regularly beats major competitors on Math 500, Code Forces, and other technical evaluations.
The open source aspect with MIT-style licensing is revolutionary. Users can fine-tune, deploy locally, and modify models without licensing fees. That's created a huge developer community with rapid plug-in and extension development. It's like the Linux of large language models.
What's particularly smart is the API compatibility. DeepSeek can be a drop-in replacement for OpenAI endpoints, making enterprise migration trivial. Major Chinese banks, manufacturers, and hospitals are using it for everything from fraud detection to medical diagnostics.
The global multilingual support is expanding DeepSeek's reach beyond China. Non-English markets see it as a homegrown alternative to expensive Silicon Valley offerings, and the technical performance backs up that value proposition.
Moving to a different kind of success story, Nova from Turkey's HubX represents something really important: AI for emerging markets and underrepresented languages.
Nova supports 200 languages and dialects, including less resourced and regional tongues. That language diversity addresses a massive gap in the AI market. Most major platforms focus on English and a handful of major languages, leaving billions of people underserved.
The multimodal capabilities are impressive too. Nova excels at generating images and video from prompts with flexible templates for business, media, and education. And the cost advantage is significant, up to 75% less expensive than leading US or Chinese models for similar performance.
What's driving adoption is the regional focus combined with technical excellence. Nova fills a genuine need for affordable, high-quality AI access outside major English and Chinese-speaking economies. The creative community has particularly embraced it. Artists, educators, and media producers use it for cross-format projects.
You're listening to Auto Intelligence, brought to you by Auto Agentic, the platform transforming automotive retail with intelligent, human-centered AI. We're not just delivering technology, we're delivering trusted guidance and strategic thinking that helps dealership teams thrive in a fast-evolving market.
Now, back to today's exploration. Tencent's Doubao represents the power of ecosystem integration. Built into WeChat, QQ, and Tencent's enterprise suites, Doubao taps into hundreds of millions of daily active users.
The network effect is incredible. When you're already integrated into the social media, fintech, and communication platforms that people use every day, adoption becomes almost automatic. Small and medium businesses rapidly integrated Doubao for digitalization and customer service automation.
The natural Chinese language processing is considered best in class for conversational fluency and cultural nuance. Plus, Tencent's reputation for security and reliability ease concerns about personal and payment data integration.
What's interesting is how Doubao powers everything from smart commerce recommendations to fraud detection to customer service chatbots. It's not just a standalone AI, it's the intelligence layer that makes all of Tencent's services smarter.
Now, Genius takes a completely different approach, focusing specifically on technical accuracy and academic research. While the origins are less transparent, it's rumored to come from a partnership of leading AI researchers in Europe and Asia.
Genius excels at math proofs, physics, chemistry, and engineering queries. It can synthesize hundreds of research papers into accessible notes and includes community features for user-vetted corrections and collaborative annotation. Universities and advanced learners have particularly embraced it for reliable technical support.
The customizable reasoning depth is unique. Users can adjust how detailed they want explanations to be, and the output formats can be tailored for different purposes like grant writing, policy analysis, or scientific publishing.
This shows there's real demand for specialized high-accuracy AI tools in technical domains. While general-purpose AI gets the headlines, domain-specific excellence can create very loyal user communities.
Talkie AI from Singapore represents another specialized approach, focusing on voice-first interaction and customizable AI companions. It started in healthcare automation, but evolved into something much broader.
The custom personas feature is fascinating. Users can create their own voice, character, and backstory for recurring conversations. The AI maintains long-term memory of preferences, histories, and even emotional states. It's like having a persistent digital companion that grows with you over time.
The healthcare integration shows the practical applications. Clinics use Talkie to reduce front desk call volumes and automate patient communication. But the entertainment and social uses have really driven viral adoption, especially among young people and global diaspora communities.
Voice-first design is increasingly important as people interact with AI through smart speakers, mobile devices, and hands-free environments. Talkie's optimization for natural conversation rather than text-based interaction positions it well for the future.
Finally, let's talk about Remini from Italy's Bending Spoons. This might seem like the odd one out, a photo enhancement app among all these text-based AI platforms, but the success story is remarkable.
Remini launched in 2019 and gained viral attention for truly magical one-tap results. Families could restore cherished memories from old, damaged photos. Museums could digitize historical archives. Even everyday consumers could turn low-quality phone photos into professional-looking images.
The emotional value proposition is powerful. Remini doesn't just enhance photos. It recovers memories lost to time and technology decay. Those dramatic before and after transformations became major social media trends, driving organic viral adoption.
The technical capabilities keep expanding too. HD upscaling can turn small old photos and SD video into sharp HD or even 4K content. Automatic batch processing serves professional photographers and businesses. And colorization brings new life to black and white or faded images.
Real estate, e-commerce, and photography industries rely on Remini for fast, professional-grade results. But it's the consumer adoption that's most impressive. One-click enhancement for non-technical users has made advanced AI accessible to millions.
Looking across all 10 platforms, what strikes me is how each found a different path to massive success. Technical excellence was important, but it wasn't sufficient. Cultural fit, accessibility, emotional resonance, these factors were equally crucial.
Absolutely. ChatGPT succeeded through viral social media adoption and productivity gains. Gemini leveraged existing user bases and seamless integration. Chinese platforms like Doubao and DeepSeek combine technical superiority with regional advantages and policy support.
Nova and Talkie focused on underserved markets, emerging economies, and voice-first interaction, respectively. Yuanbao utilized massive existing networks, Genius served specialized technical communities, and Remini tapped into universal emotional needs around preserving memories.
The common threads are fascinating. Most offered free tiers to encourage trial and word-of-mouth growth. They all delivered real productivity benefits or cost savings. Localization and cultural adaptation were crucial for global reach, and trust, privacy, and security became table stakes, especially for enterprise adoption.
The open source movement led by platforms like DeepSeek is particularly significant. It's democratizing access to advanced AI capabilities and fostering innovation through community development. This could reshape the entire competitive landscape.
What's also striking is how these platforms are becoming infrastructure rather than just applications. ChatGPT is described as a platform layer on the internet. Gemini provides ambient intelligence across Google's ecosystem. These aren't just tools, they're the foundation for how people and businesses operate.
The multimodal capabilities are increasingly standard. Users expect AI that can handle text, images, audio, video, and documents seamlessly. The context windows keep expanding, from handling single conversations to maintaining awareness across massive amounts of information.
The enterprise adoption patterns are revealing too. It's not just about individual productivity anymore. Companies are using these platforms for knowledge management, customer service, content creation, data analysis, and strategic planning. AI is becoming core business infrastructure.
And the speed of iteration is remarkable. These platforms aren't static. They're continuously evolving, adding features, improving performance, expanding capabilities. That pace of innovation is probably as important as the initial technical breakthrough.
Looking at cost structures, the range is enormous. Premium Western platforms charge significant fees for advanced features, while platforms like DeepSeek offer enterprise-grade capabilities at a fraction of the cost. This price competition is driving innovation and accessibility.
The geographic distribution is interesting too. The US dominates with ChatGPT and Gemini. China has multiple strong contenders. And we're seeing innovation from Turkey, Singapore, and Italy. AI leadership isn't concentrated in one region anymore.
The cultural adaptation aspect can't be overstated. Successful AI platforms don't just translate languages, they understand cultural contexts, local needs, regulatory environments, and user preferences. That local knowledge becomes a significant competitive advantage.
What's particularly encouraging is seeing how these platforms are empowering creators, students, professionals, and businesses. AI literacy is spreading rapidly, and people are finding creative applications that the original developers never imagined.
The community aspects are crucial too. Platforms with strong user communities, sharing features, and collaborative elements tend to have higher engagement and retention. AI becomes more valuable when it's social and community-driven.
As we wrap up today's deep dive, what's most striking is how these 10 platforms represent just the beginning. The technical foundations they've established, the user behaviors they've shaped, and the business models they've proven. These are setting the stage for even more dramatic innovations.
The network effects are accelerating. Each platform gets smarter as more people use it, builds larger communities, creates more integrations. And the pace of development is increasing, not slowing down. We're seeing new capabilities emerge monthly rather than annually.
The key lesson for anyone building AI applications is that technical excellence must be combined with deep understanding of user needs, cultural context, and market dynamics. The most successful platforms solve real problems in ways that feel natural and valuable to their specific communities.
And accessibility remains crucial. The platforms that have achieved massive adoption all found ways to make advanced AI capabilities available to non-technical users through intuitive interfaces and free or affordable pricing tiers.
What left the strongest impression on me is how these platforms have moved beyond being impressive technology demonstrations. They've become essential tools that millions of people depend on for work, creativity, learning, and communication. That's the level of integration and reliability that defines truly transformational technology.
For me, it's the realization that we're witnessing the emergence of a new digital infrastructure layer. Just as the internet, mobile devices, and cloud computing transformed how we live and work, AI platforms are becoming the foundation for the next era of human-computer interaction. The road ahead is clear. Success in AI isn't just about having the best models. It's about understanding the synergy between advanced intelligence and the diverse realities of your users. As industry, education, and everyday life continue converging with AI, the next generation of breakthrough applications will emerge from the intersection of technology, culture, and genuine human need.
This has been Auto Intelligence, exploring the remarkable success stories of the world's most popular AI applications, thanks to our growing community of listeners who are helping us understand the forces shaping our AI-powered future.
This episode was produced by the team at Auto Agentic. Learn more at autoagentic.ai. We'd especially like to thank our producer, Barry Hillier, co-founder and CEO of Auto Agentic AI, whose vision for practical, human-centered AI solutions continues to guide our mission in the automotive industry.
If you'd like to reach out with topic suggestions, insights from your own AI experiences, or feedback on today's discussion, email us at barry@autoagentic.ai. Barry is always looking for the most compelling stories, innovative companies, and visionary leaders who are shaping the future of artificial intelligence. And we'd love to hear what's capturing your attention in this rapidly evolving landscape.
Until next time, keep exploring the intersection of human creativity and artificial intelligence. Whether you're using these tools in your daily work or watching this space evolve, remember that we're all part of writing the next chapter of the AI revolution.